Hi, this is Tom Vizzini, and I'd like to talk to you about the concept of confidence. So many people have different ideas of what being confident really is like, or what it really is at all. I asked them on Facebook, I asked, what people thought confidence was. And the answers were everything from, the ability to do something every single time, the ability to achieve something, the ability to know that every time you do something, you're going to be able to succeed, the ability to not have any emotional attachments at all, or even the idea that confidence is not a real thing. Let me give you an idea of this, all right? So imagine this is your mind, okay? And through life, things happen, and you have events that occur. And sometimes those things don't work out so well. The problem that happens is we begin to generalize. The brain likes to generalize. It's a pattern prediction machine, okay? And through these here, they start running scenarios, okay? Based upon these events, it starts running scenarios of what will happen next, okay? And you begin running simulations of what will happen next. So, the bottom line is, you end up being here, you want to go here, all right? And your brain starts running simulations based upon a filter that is based upon that problem right there. Okay? Now, what happens is, sometimes we try to do something, there actually are obstacles. Sometimes there are challenges. But when you start looking through this filter, we end up with this hallucinated obstacle based upon this filter, which isn't even there, because our mind is projecting that problem. And it hasn't even occurred yet. And what happens is, we only make it partway towards that hallucination, the simulation, the prediction, and then what happens is quite simple. We just quit. All right, now, in our minds, it makes perfectly logical sense that if we had a super powerful feeling here, if we had willpower, if we had certainty, if we knew everything, if we planned right, if we did everything right, that we'd be able to overcome this prediction. But the reality is we won't. Why? Because this prediction is built into a neurological structure in your brain. These are associated states. And they construct that filter, and they tap into a concept called learned helplessness. Basically, you learn this is true, and then every time you go to move, your prediction is tainted by that filter that you've put forward, and that you think that certainty, power, lack of emotional attachment, or the idea that if there is some one little secret that you know that nobody else does, that you'll be able to handle it. All right? Now, let me give you what my idea of confidence is. To me, confidence is the lack of any of that stuff. Confidence is the ability to move from point A to point B, not effortlessly, but with less effort. Okay? Not with certainty, but without the need for certainty. The reality is, what you're trying to figure out is that this end result could be good, positive, or negative, but not so much that you need it to be positive or negative, but if it does end up going wrong, that you can handle it. You can handle it, you get up, and you move on, and you make another attempt, without turning this into another reason to validate this, which turns into another reason that this must be true, which turns into you not doing anything based upon your hallucinated objections and your hallucinated problems. Now, this has all worked out really well in the past, being able to make these predictions and do these things. But when they're based upon an emotional construct that builds an imaginary wall and runs faulty simulations that generate predictions that are all negative, you're just not going to do very much. Now, how do you get over that? It's quite easy. And we're going to be covering it in the next Gold Member Seminar. The strategies of confidence, the secret that all confident people have, that those who hesitate, those who wait, those who try to get close to what they want, but always move away, don't have. We found these things out by actually going out and talking to people, by using the things that we know, using the people who take chances, take risk, and have success, and have failure, and don't give up. And the way that they look at the world is significantly different than the guy who just can't even get out of the starting box. But if you want to be there, join our Gold Members area at essential-skills.com. The best value you'll ever get online, 170 hours of video that immediately accessible the moment you join. So if you want to be more confident, if you want to be able to take those steps, if you want to see what it's like to get the opportunities that you see other people getting every single day that you're missing out on, feel free to join us, and we'll see you there.